Crystal here, SavvyBroker.com, and you folks think that the MLS should be open to everybody? Do you think you should have to pay to join the MLS? There's a huge debate for years now about whether the MLS should be a public utility. I think that the MLS should be open to all of you. The realtors think that they created the data and it was their hard work and their blah 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 that created the data, and that buyers and sellers should not have access to it. It shouldn't be open to the public. Well, the reason it shouldn't be open to the public is because if the public had access to the sold data, then they wouldn't need realtors, right? Well, I've had realtors email me and tell me that, I guess in the East Coast or something, that they put the price, the sold price on the deed. They don't do that here. And so basically, some places it's just common knowledge. I mean, you have a right to know what the neighbor's house sold for. But in the area I live, it's kind of illegal. So you can't just go and find that out. So it's just crazy. My feeling is that, and you know me, I'm just wacko. My feeling is that the buyers and the sellers, their money, their time, created the MLS. My feeling is that a seller chooses a realtor to list with, right? So they chose that realtor. It's their listing. It's their house. Now, a buyer chooses to buy it, and it's their money that buys it. So it's kind of the buyers and the sellers' money. It's their choices that create this data. But then the realtors say, no, I own it. This is my information and you stay out of it. Okay, what's the real motive here? Well, it costs you, let's see, you don't have to be a realtor to join the MLS. You can be, I think some mortgage appraisers, bankers, there's other people in the MLS besides just realtors. So you could join by being one of these other things. Or you could go to school for 1 week, get a real estate license, and join the MLS. And so for under $2,000, let's see, probably around $1,200, you too could be a realtor and have access to that data. So basically, they're just forcing you to be in their club when really it's your information in the first place. So the realtors fighting to keep the MLS secret and hoarding it is just wrong. And what's ended up happening is places like, and forgive me if I'm quoting the wrong thing, but like home value sites, you know, like Zillow, like some of these places, they get sold information. Sometimes the real estate agents put it in, they get it from the banks, but when you go to these sites to see what your home is worth, they get information from MLSs that are willing to participate, and most aren't. I know the ones I've been around are like, no, you can't have access to that information, but the lenders will give them that information. So they're kind of creating this home value system that's not right. It's kind of just an illusion. I would never trust a home value website. So also with the MLS data, it's not, how do you know it's accurate? Well, I've been a broker owner for 9 years now. I never ever saw anybody go to a real estate brokerage from any state agency, association of realtors, any federal agency, Department of Justice, lending institute, appraisers boards, you name it. I've never seen any of those folks go to a real estate office and check a file to see if the realtor, the broker, or the secretary put in the sold data right. So basically, you just put in whatever you want as the sold data. I think most of the time they put it in right, but there's error and there's deliberate falsifying information, and nobody ever checks that data to see if it's right. And the whole lending industry is built on the MLS data. Your home is worth what the MLS says it's worth, and what comparable solds that the appraiser pulls out. It's all just an illusion and a house of cards and a hurricane. Check out realestateindustrywhistleblower.com. I have like 500 posts there now, and I'm talking about all kinds of stuff you guys need to know. Yeah, the system's changing fast and the internet's changing things fast, but the basic things are the same. The National Association of Realtors, I don't know if it's broken or if it ever even was doing the right thing in the first place, but the system's not what I thought it was when I joined. And of course, if those of you who follow me know, I've quit. My website is SavvyBroker.com, and my blog is realestateindustrywhistleblower.com, and my mission is to expose the real estate industry and help you folks to not suffer the way I've seen other folks suffer. Have a great day.